everyone, welcome to my second live stream for dragonheirsilentgods. Let's start right into it. I'm going to do some Affinity dungeon runs of Season 1 today. I'll be comparing them to Season 2 as well, showing you some advanced teams and some let's say free-to-play friendly teams, not fully free-to-play, but a little bit more free-to-play orientated. So let's see what we can do here today, and let's see how many we will be. And I will be giving away some codes as well for sure. Auch an meine deutschen Mithörerinnen und Mithörer, Mitzuschauer, willkommen im Stream. Wir machen ein paar Affinity Dungeon Runs, Feuer, Eis und Lightning Dungeons. In Season 1, also erste Saison, vergleiche das ein bisschen mit der zweiten Saison, zeige ein paar Teams, Whale Teams und Free-to-Play Friendly Teams. So yeah, let's head right into it. Lass uns starten. So, gucken wir erstmal, was noch so los ist. Let's check out what else is going on. If I finish everything, it looks okay. Okay, that's done too.
My vision pervades all.
Okay, let's start off with the dungeon runs like I said before. We're heading into the Talonstone dungeons today, starting off with the Frost one. Just a second. Okay, a friend of mine is asking me something. Be right back. Just give me a second, everyone. So, starting off with Lady of Frostthorn Glacier, the Frost Dungeon from the Affinity Stones and the Talent Stones. Und hey Manu, schön, dass du da bist. I'm gonna show you some ice runs in the dungeon. Before we start with the teams, I'm gonna show you the skills real quick. The Lady of Frostthorn Glacier is a sturdy fight because she's quite tanky with her passive skill and her ability to get the Thorn Skin. And the Thorn Skin is consuming damage taken by 70% reduce of damage. This can stack up to 30 times and is not dispellable, and she's gaining 5 stacks of Thorn Skin each time she's inflicting a negative effect. So there's a couple of different approaches you can go with her here in this dungeon. We'll show you the teams bit, but first let's check out how her passive is in the season 2. I show you the skill right here. It's the same aspect as in season 1, so there are no changes there. The same for her first skill. Her first skill is dealing cold damage to all enemies, inflicting attack penalty for 10 second, attack penalty 2, that's reducing attack by 50%, and she's dispelling 1 buff from all targets. Then she's got a second skill that's dealing cold damage to all enemies also, and she's inflicting buff prohibition for 10 seconds to all enemies without any buff. That's the same in season 2 as well. And then she's got her ultimate skill, the Frostthorn Shield. She's dealing cold damage to all enemies once again, inflicting Entangled. Deals damage over time and Entangled with the chance to stun the opponent, and the opponent stunned prevents the target from launching basic attacks or casting skills, so the targets can't do any damage. That's also the same in season 2. So the teams I'm going to show you, the free-to-play friendly teams, are mostly the same you can use in every season. First I'm going to show you just some stacked teams right here. I liked to run, for example, the Dauntless team. The Dauntless team is a fast-hitting single target team. Fast-hitting is pretty good here in this dungeon if you want to rush through it. Grishna is stacked with some defense. Has not been skilled yet. Same for the others. But they've got talents, so let's do this real quick.
I never regret my decisions.
Set the team up earlier today, and apparently I forgot.
Only then can one
So let's do this real quick here. Values as well.
Yet from this it begins anew.
Then we've got Thusa, pretty fast hitting melee hero. He or she, nobody really knows. That's part of her lore, because she had a twin brother. They went to war together. One came back, and nobody has ever seen the face ever after. So it's not very certain who he or she might be. Quite interesting story in my eyes. Sutha has some skill. There's a little bit of attack speed, crit rate, some some crit damage and some good attack amounts. Tharivol is the Witch's Remains supplier with a little bit of accuracy, not enough because I don't have accuracy runes for him in the legendary rarity, but that's not an issue actually, so yeah, can deal with that. And then there's Evelios as well with some enlightenment and some attack. The sets here are just for pure rush through. As you can see, I did not use the Puppeteer set because I don't feel it's needed. The Puppeteer set is pretty good otherwise, because with that you can reduce the rotation of your ultimate from 20 seconds to 80 seconds, or even lower on some teams like Rally with Lawrence Sale in it, because then you can get the rotation to 15 seconds easily. As you can see, I do not have any timers active here in this team right now. The dungeons are sometimes a little bit tricky to set this up, but this team is pretty fast forward, or pretty fast hitting anyways. It's not much needed. For the Dauntless team, if you really want to set it up the right way, Tharivol should be the one going first, because his ultimate animation takes around 2 seconds to set off. I'm going to show you this real quick. Turn off those ultimates, and when he's ready, I'm going to show you on the boss on the next stage. His ultimate is not really fast, so let's see here. We take it. He's going for attack, boosting himself, and now his ultimate is going off, and then you can start the others.
Everything is under the trees. Unleash my anger.
So the defense down debuff from Tharivol should be on the opponents before you start the ultimates of the other three. Because this dungeon is just a fast rush anyway, I did not set the timers here. It helps a lot if you do. As you can see, I do not have a real healer here. It's just Krishna as the main tank. No real healing because the dungeon is run pretty fast anyway, as I said before. So, also für alle, die sich wundern, ich habe hier keine Timer eingestellt bei dem Team, weil der Dungeon relativ schnell durchlaufen ist. Das Team ist auch nicht mit dem Puppeteer-Set ausgestattet, weil das Puppeteer-Set hier nicht unbedingt den Vorteil bringt bei dem schnellen Run. In dem Fall war nicht ganz so schnell mit 46 Sekunden, aber grundsätzlich relativ schnell. Wenn ihr Zeiten setzen wollt, Tharivol ungefähr 2 Sekunden vor den anderen, weil seine Animation, bis der Defense Down Buff, bis der Debuff sitzt, braucht ungefähr 2 Sekunden. Das heißt, er zuerst, dann die anderen nach und nach. Damit ihr den vollen Effekt habt und der Witch's Remains, Hexenüberreste in Debuff entsprechend sitzt. I've got a different approach here as well, and I'm gonna show you more free-to-play friendly approach. No legendary hero in this team. It's the Dauntless approach once more. I've got Lydia, no talents deployed here. I've got Shelter. I've got Shagrol. I've got Nathaniel for healing, and I've got Nimbus as well. Let me explain a little bit. Lydia is the front tank. She's in the Ancestral Protection set, and as you can see, just a mythic artifact, but no mythic gear. That's on purpose to show you don't need it to do this dungeon. Yes, it's a full legendary set, but not needed, and the talents not necessarily needed either. Second one is Shalta. Shalta is the one of the key units in this lineup for the damage. Set him up with the Platinum Knight Enlightenment set for some more attack and enlightenment, and the 3-piece effect, increasing his damage dealt even more after the ultimate. He relies a little bit more on attack speed of the others as well, but I did not have pretty good attack speed sets. He's built with enlightenment, got some crit rate but not needed, some substats, and as you can see it's not tempered or affinity geared up. To show you it's not needed anyways. And I'm using the Vile Ink on him because he cannot crit anyways, because his attacks are all enlightenment and it's boosting his attack pretty much even more. That's a very good artifact for him, and he does not need a legendary artifact. Same actually for Ivelios. He does not need the mythic artifact, the fan. He can take the Vile Ink as well. The second one I'm using is Sharkroll. Sharkroll is a fast-hitting melee unit as well. So this team is consisting of 3 melees. He's running the Heart of Gambler attack speed set, where he's gaining some more damage when dealing a critical hit. The chest is just what I got with some crit damage and crit rate. His crit damage is not really high, and his crit rate neither, but for this dungeon it's still enough. Of course there is a healer in this lineup, and that's Nathaniel, and because this team is 5 lightning heroes, I've used the puppeteer set in this team. It's helping a bit with the rotation. He's set up with some enlightenment. He's using the horn for his healing support because he's granting healing over time, or recovery over time. That's a healing over time skill. Should put him there to be more effective with his battle skill. And he's my support in this team. And then there's Nimbus, a fast-hitting Dauntless hero as well. Not really well optimized, I admit, but he's set up for accuracy and witches remains to apply the defense down, debuff the defense penalty part 2 to reduce the defense of the target. I'm going with the attack speed aura here. Let's head into the run. As you can see, no timers either. First one to go off should be Nimbus. It's not well optimized here. I will do another run after this and play the ultimates manually, or do this. Let's do that on the boss. Turn off the auto ults. Nimbus is pretty fast with this skill, so there's not much of a delay needed. So let's set up Nimbus. The defense down is active, and let's go with Shuffle and Shotgun. This team is not as fast as the legendaries, of course. It's not built to be that fast, but it's pretty consistent with what it's doing. So we can turn off on the ultimate auto because of my manual interference. It's set up the right way now. As you can see, the team is taking some more damage than the one before, but it's built as a free-to-play epic team, so they are not as tanky, and it's no mythic gear on this team besides the artifacts. the early stages of the Affinity runs and dungeons, you still might not have enough valuable gear, and better being safe than sorry on those runs. Yes, if you lose a run, you don't lose the bread, but it helps a lot if you can get through to boost your dungeons. And those talent stones, you need quite a lot if you want to set up your teams. One hero needs 240 of the mythic ones, the Ice Augury and the Necrosis Augury, for example, because the second last talent needs 50 and the last one and 100, what did I say? 150 and 90 in that way. So 90 on the second last row and 150 in the last row, so it's 240 that you need to skill up the final talents. Let me show you real quick. If you set it up, it's 30 for the first one of the lowest rarity, 60 of the second rarity, of the epic rarity for the second skill. Well, let's go with that one. It doesn't really matter. So 50 of the legendary parts and 70, so it's 120 of those. 90 for the second last skill, so row 5, and 150 for the final one. So you need quite a lot, especially if you want to set up your teams for the continental challenges. You need 6 teams, and each team is consisting of 5 heroes, so you need to run the dungeons quite a bit. If you take into consideration, you probably have 2 teams of each class. So for this dungeon, for example, it's the Ice Necrosis dungeon, so you need for the Otherworld or the continental challenges, you need 1 Ice team, 1 Necrosis team, so you need around about 240 times 5, and if I'm not mistaken, that's 1,200 per team, times 6 teams, that's 7,200 stones of the last rarity. So yeah, that's quite some bread you need to run there. And of course, there's not only just one dungeon, there are some more dungeons of that Affinity part for the talent stones. Let's head into the next one. This one is a little bit more tricky. Lady of Flame Kara. Starting off with a free-to-play friendly team here. But before we do that, I'm going to show you her skills real quick. She's burn applying enemy. And with her passive skill, Akara is basic attack hits all targets that have burn inflicted, and inflicts even more burn on them. For each burn stack successfully inflicted, Akara gains 1 stack of Seared, and Seared increases her recharging speed by 1% up to 100 stacks, and it's undispellable. So you want to deal with her fast, or you want to negate the possibility of having the burn applied. Let me show you her passive for the Season 2. It's the same as in Season 1, did not change. Her first skill is a Scorching Domain. She's applying burn on that. Before she does, she's dispelling all shields from enemies, deals fire damage to all of them, and inflicts 1 stack of burn. It's the same in Season 2 as well. That did not change either. And her second skill, sorry, is the same one again, dealing fire damage to all, or not the same exactly, but it's Scorching Domain 2. She's dealing fire damage to all enemies, inflicting burn to them if they do not have a shield. And with her final skill, the ultimate, she's using the Blazing Storm skill, resolves all burn on the enemies, dealing damage, triggers the burn effect, and deals high fire damage to all enemies. And damage is increased by 10% for each burn stack. So if you have 10 stacks, the damage is increased by 100%. There is a couple of ways to deal with her. The team I'm using for this approach is built with Thea as a front row runner. That's a ranged unit. And yes, that's on purpose because Thea has the ability to grant invisibility to heroes on her passive as well, but also on some of her other skills. She's applying some healing too. And most importantly, her ultimate skill. Her ultimate skill grants visibility and debuff immunity to all ranged allies, and inflicting healing prohibition on the enemy. But that's not that important here. She's built as the tank, so defense gear on her. Then I've got Vinyara for some ultimate down, and using the Puppeteer set for my ice team here. Oh, let's turn off the skill part. So some forward, she's having some accuracy to apply her attack penalty, and helping the team with some high skill haste with the hourglass. The next one I'm using is Rava. Rava is built for an accuracy and some damage here. Not really high attack, but that's not that important because she's not the main damage dealer. She's using Witch's Remains to apply. She's a single target attacker. Well, not really a single target because she's firing 3 orbs on her battle skill, but at random targets. And on her ultimate, she's casting a Nexus that lasts 10 seconds to deal damage, and she can apply Witch's Remains with that as well. As healing part, or healing counterpart to Thea, it's Catherine. Catherine is using the 3 Years Emblem or Brotherhood Spirit set, as some others say, to boost the damage of my heroes a little bit more. She's built with Enlightenment, and she's got the horn because she's healing a little bit more. She does not heal with the heal over time, but because of her passive, she's doing shields anyways, so I did not use the staff of healing here for her. And the last one is Vidimir. He's built a little bit more on the damage side with the Ring of Winter to boost him some crit rate. Is using the Precise Carnage Glove, or Precise Carnage Chest could be as well, to boost his damage to enemies under defense penalty. One thing you want to, if possible, use on the dungeon is spread your heroes a little bit around, because burn deals damage to surrounding targets. So let's head right into it. I've used some skill timings as well, because I want to make sure defense down is applied before Vidimir hits. The rest is running free. And yes, this is not a free non-legendary team, but Vinyara is a free hero in Season 1, so that's quite a good part. We'll show you another Frost team that's running okay as well. A different counterpart or approach you can use in the Fire Dungeon is with some Radiance heroes, you can use Celia as a tank, for example, because in her ultimate skill, she's doing pretty well with debuff immunity on her skills, and Celia and Catherine are a very, very good combination for this dungeon, and then you could just throw in 3 damage dealers of your choosing. Just make sure the heroes you use are not of the Affinity dungeon, so no fire or poison heroes in this dungeon, because that's part of the dungeon. You take more damage and deal less. So let's head into this run. Für alle nochmal kurz zusammengefasst, ich benutze Thea hier als Range Tank wegen ihrer Skills. Mit ihrem Ultimate Skill tarnt sie meine Helden, gibt Debuff Immunity und macht das im Wechsel mit Catherine hier. Rhaenyra ist einfach ein Support mit Attack Penalty dabei, mit Hourglass, damit es immer schön schnell geht. Hat sowieso eine sehr schnelle Rotation. Timer ist so gesetzt, dass Rava zuerst dran ist, Witches Remains benutzt, Vitamir macht dann den Damage hinterher. Gute Kombination ist auch Celia mit einzubringen, weil Celia, wenn man sie hat, macht ebenfalls Debuff Immunity, also wenn man lieber mit einem Rally-Team zum Beispiel rennen möchte hier im Dungeon, solange das geht, passt das auf, und passt in dem Dungeon oder in allen 3 Dungeons auf, dass ihr nicht Helden der jeweiligen Affinity nehmt. Die kriegen mehr Schaden und teilen weniger Schaden aus. Bei einem Heiler nicht ganz so dramatisch, wenn der keinen Schaden abkriegt. Und im Burn Dungeon aufpassen, dass ihr eure Helden ein bisschen aufteilt, denn Burn springt über und macht Schaden an den umliegenden Gegnern. Ja, oder euren Helden in dem Fall, weil das sind ja die Gegner von The Lady of Flame. Das Team ist nicht unbedingt super schnell, das ist aber auch nicht das Ziel. Es soll überleben, soll durchkommen und soll den Dungeon clearen. So this team is not really fast. It's built to clear the dungeon, as you can see, but it's built for consistency and survival. So Thea is doing her debuffs, healing a bit, helping Rhaenyra doing some shields. And yes, sometimes it's a bit close, but it's still enough healing.
I'm just an old fella.
A bit over 2 minutes now. But as you can see, the team is surviving. The damage is not too hard on this team. I'm going to show you a different team right now after this run. As you can see, her skill is building up a little bit, so her damage is increased by 8% at the moment, the sealed one. But it's not bothering too much, but you should not take too long in the dungeon, so her damage is not increasing too much. As you can see, not really full talented, just Rhaenyra had the 5th row talented in, and yeah, that's the second part of this dungeon with a non-Walish team that's done. And like I said, I'm going to show you another team as well. Let's see, let's go with I didn't set that up. We can run, for example, in the Dauntless here.
My blade is...
And the good thing about using the main Affinity hero, so the main Affinity is Ice, fire and lightning, is those teams are always capable of doing those dungeons, because you have only one weakness with each team. Ice is weak against ice in those dungeons, so you have lightning and fire capable of being used. Fire is okay as well, can do some fast runs, but it's not perfect in this one because wild is a little bit tricky because of the big RNG in the setup. You could use Necro as well, or Necrosis. You could use Rally and Poison as well. But in the fire dungeon, this season 1, you do not want to use fire any way ever, and this time no poison. But yeah, that's dungeon number 2. Let's head over to the 3rd dungeon. Anyone any questions so far? If yes, just ping me up or write in the chat. The 3rd part of the dungeons is the Rally Lightning one. Against Lord of Lightning is Roniers. He's a Dragonling casting a dragon, a little bit skeleton dragon-like. I'm gonna show you the team in a bit, how it's set up. But before we do that, I'm gonna show you his skill set, of course, as well. Let's start with his passive. His passive skill set in season 1 and 2 is the same. His passive is the Undying Light. The Bone Dragon's basic attacks release lightning chain that bounce between your enemies, so your heroes, up to 5 times, dealing lightning damage and performing healing on him. And he's casting Gathering Tempest on the battlefield if either side is casting healing. So you want to be fast on his part, because recharging speed is getting higher. And the battlefield effect, that's the Gathering Tempest, is affecting each side. So it's for all units on the field, regardless of your own or his. His first skill is granting him attack speed up and received healing up. That's the same in season 2 as well. And for the second skill, he's dealing lightning damage to all enemies and gaining defense up. And now we're going to check his ultimate skill. His ultimate skill, he's consuming 25% of his max HP, flying into the air and summoning some young dragons. It's 5 or 6 of them, we will see in a bit. Those will be assisting him, dealing damage, and he will be returning after 12 seconds to deal lightning damage to all your units. And each young dragon that's surviving is increasing this damage. So there's multiple ways to deal with that. One approach with this team especially is, of course, I'm using a tank. A tanky tank in this case, quite some good gear on him here. And yes, he is Inspired 5, but I could take this out and he would still be viable. So let's do this real quick. Reset his inspirations. He's a free tank in season 1, so that's why I'm using him. He's a viable solution. I'm using Vorish as a support, heal, and Witch's Remain supplier. He's a AoE unit that's hitting whole field 3 times, with a chance to inflict buff prohibition as well. So that's good with the boss anyways. If he's not doing any buffs, he cannot heal as much. On his battle skill, he's dealing damage to 1 enemy 3 times as well, and can dispel 1 buff. But more importantly is his passive. Heals the ally with the lowest current HP by 70% of his attack. I did not boost his attack pretty much, very much, but it's still okay. And this is even effective when he's doing AoE damage, but only once, because his ultimate is doing 3 times damage, so only on one of them he's healing. Hey Liberanov, welcome. Buenos dias, or buenos tardes, I don't know. The second one I'm using in this team is Rava, boosting a little bit range attack, just because could have built her differently. She's supporting with accuracy as well to apply Frost, because I'm using Vidimir once again, same as in the Fire Dungeon. He's a pretty good damage dealer. His stats are okay in this team. Vorish is using a Puppeteer set to speed up the rotation. And I'm using Usha. Usha is one of my most favorite heroes from the original version of the game, Season 1 and the closed beta. She was my hard carry damage-wise, because I was not very lucky on any good draws. She is a pretty nasty damage dealer, because she can crit really high with her skills. And she's basic attacks can deal more damage, and especially double damage under frost enemies, and with lots of frost appliers, that's pretty nice. On her battle skill, she's applying a shield to herself for 10 seconds and attack speed up. And on her ultimate skill, she slashes forcefully twice in the area ahead of her, dealing damage to the enemies within a range, inflicting frost with a 100% chance if she's got enough accuracy. And the damage is doubled once again here if the enemies are inflicted with frost. So that's pretty nice, and helping quite a bit. And I'm using the music box on her because she's granting herself a shield. It's not always active, but usually long enough to use her ultimate skill between. And with the Puppeteer set, she's recasting every 18 seconds and not every 20. And I'm using a skill timer here as well, or a fully skill timer, 18-second rotation. Vorish is the first one to hit the targets because of his AoE defense down. Next one is Rava to apply some frost. Third one, and not the final hitter, is Usha, because Vidimir is deploying or depleting the whole frost. He's removing it in the process of his ultimate skill. That's why he's the last one, so Usha is having frost applied on the targets. And yeah, let's head right into this one. I'm using the crit damage aura. And as I said before, it's a free-to-play friendly team because Urion is a free tank in Season 1. And you want to use him. He's really good, a really strong tank, and I really learned to like him. I was skeptical and not really using him in the original version, but he came very handy in the Reborn Season 1 for me. So, für alle meine deutschen Zuhörer nochmal kurz zusammengefasst. Ich benutze hier Urion als mein Tank. Er ist ein gratis Legendary in Season 1. Sehr gutes Skillset für diverse Dungeons, hat Attack Penalty auf ihm und ähnliche Sachen. Sehr sturdy, sehr durchhaltungsfähig. Vorish ist der Hauptsupporter hier mit seinem passiven Heal-Support, seiner Vollfeld-AOE Ultimate, mit der Witches Remains gut nutzen kann. Dreifach Hit auf AOE ist ziemlich stark. Rava als Frost-Flyer, Usha als Main Damage Part gegen alle Frost-Gegner. Und Widemir, der am Ende dann Frost depleted, removed, beziehungsweise entfernt und damit ordentlich Schaden raushaut. Der Boss selber, sein Ultimate-Skill, er castet ein paar kleine Drachen, verbraucht dabei aber 25% von seinem Leben und dementsprechend kann der Kampf relativ schnell vorbei sein, wenn man genug Schaden vorher macht vor der ersten Runde. As you can see, the team is not the slowest of the free-to-play teams I've showed. It's 1 minute 35 seconds, so that's pretty fast for a free-to-play team, not fully talented either, but skills have been used, of course, on this team. A different team I like to use here is, wait a second, because it's the Lightning Dungeon, and Lightning is paired with Rally this season. You can use, for example, the Necrosis team, or you can even go with Rally, for example, as well. No, not Rally, Poison, or Necrosis. And the same for Season 2. This team is pretty handy and pretty good in this dungeon. And I actually used it myself during Season 1, and in Season 2 I've ran with the Burn team. Burn is using AoE damage quite a lot as well, and that's why I've used that one. And I'm going to show you the Necrosis team here. The Necrosis is doing quite some damage as well. This team is not set up with lots of timings. Repekas is doing the Witches Remains here, and the tanky part. Got some good accuracy. And yes, this team is almost fully stacked. Let's see if I still got another inspiration for her. No, I don't. Cinderella to boost the ranged damage, and this is applying to Lilwanis as well, because in her transformed skill she is a ranged unit. Considered ranged anyways. I don't know why, but it's yes, boosting her as well. And then I've got the Dark Lady here for AoE damage here support. And of course not using the max HP aura, but using an attack aura. This team has no timers. It's not needed, because the run is very fast. At least to the boss. The boss is a little bit slower. But as you can see, the team is dealing some damage before the boss even gets to his first ultimate. That's a pretty damage-based lineup. Now he's casting his first Dragon Link and the 5 piece. They're dying very fast. The boss is returning and dying almost immediately. So pretty damn straightforward team. And this team can be used in any season as a whole combination as well, if this dungeon is not paired with Necrosis. But this is a very strong team, and is still viable in Season 2 as well. So yeah, those are the 3 Affinity dungeons of Season 1. Let's head over to Season 2 real quick. I'm going to show you those as well. And yes, this is a test server. And while it's loading, showing you some commercials, so to say. The Creator Bond event is still live. The link to the Creator Bond webpage is in my In the description of my live stream, would be really happy if you use my code. It's Kelsier with a capital K, and the rest is small caps. And they've made a change to the creator bond event. The first part, or the first two bonds, we had to hand out the codes to everyone that's a bond with us, or that has been bind to our code. And for the third bond that's still running till I think Monday or Tuesday, and then it's ending, it's been changed that everyone that's using the bond code will get his redemption codes redeemed automatically in-game on the account he's used to bind with the creator. So that's a pretty good change here for everyone. It's making it much easier, especially for the creators that have a huge community. I remember in season 1, the first bond code, we had creators with more than 15,000 codes to hand out, and that was pretty darn evil to handle. Oh, I forgot to turn off the ultimate banner, I think. No one's saying anything here. So let's head into the Affinity dungeons, starting with Frost here once again in Season 2 as well. I'm using the I can use the burn team here as well. Run a test with it. It's working. Also, I'm just showing you the dungeons really quick. The skills did not change. It's still the Thorn skin. That's the attack penalty and removing buffs from the target, removing casting buff prohibition to enemies without a buff, and using entangled. Yes, the team is using just Chrysos as tank heal support and 4 burn units. The timings don't matter really in this lineup.
Let me be your savior.
One negative aspect of this team is Ascidius because he's depleting the burns. But as you can see, this team is pretty fast forward anyways on this dungeon. I'm going to show you the other 2 dungeons real quick as well. Let's head to the fire dungeon. I'm using the Ice Blast team, for example, and here we can go with Thunderbolt, but let's go with the Ice Blast team. It's the part with Celia in here. Celia, I mentioned her earlier in the stream. She's a very good unit with healing and debuff immunity. She's casting healings as well, and she can increase her own healing if she's debuffing your units or they resist. And this is a pretty fast forward team. It's a damage-based team with the Ice Blast heroes. I'm not showing them pretty much because that's not what this is for. As I said before, you can use the same team that's been in Season 1 with the same setup. I did not have enough time today to set the same team up on both servers, Season 1 and Season 2, but I will do that afterwards in the separate videos. The stream is going live anyways afterwards on my channel, but I will be extracting all 3 dungeons as separate videos and will be posting them in the next couple of days so you can see them, or maybe even do this tonight. I don't know how much time I will be having left afterwards. And the same For the final dungeon is the ability. This time it's lightning paired with poison, so we cannot use poison here. Hey Nev, and welcome. And the lightning dungeon, I'm using the burn team once again. It's pretty handy here because it's AoE damage versus the dragonlings. No, not Dutch, German.
Grant me strength.
Anchors away!
Let me.
Try this!
Grant me strength.
Anchors away!
So how's it going, Nev? Everything's alright? So you can see a pretty fast run in this Tempest dungeon. The burn is just obliterating the dragonlings and just taking care of them in a pretty fast forward way. This weekend or this Saturday, it's test server, Nev. It's test server. It's not my own. I wish I had that much of inspirations. I've got Ascetius, but I do not even have his artifact on my live server. So, yeah. Yes, I'm streaming from the test server right now. No, this is season 2 at the moment. I've been showing the season 1 and season 2 Affinity dungeons. And just switched to season 2 to show that the teams of season 1 could still be used, and showed some free-to-play teams. I'm going to switch over back to season 1 right now. No, we cannot test him. He's ended, and we cannot attack him. I can show you. Wait a second. Can switch back real quick. It's pretty fast, anyways. So let's head over. I'm gonna show you. I wish we could, but it's over. Somehow they reset parts of the test server, but not the boss. Cannot enter the gameplay. Let's end it. We can see it in here, but we can only view the leaderboards, so didn't work. I did one attack one day, but just some testing around, like I think 3 or 4 weeks back. I don't know, don't remember. And I did not do any videos that day because I was just starting to set them up and test around. I wanted to do the next days, and then the boss was down and ended. Unfortunately not. Otherwise it would have been great content to show as well. At the moment we have the Snowbound Conversations event active. There's a Discord group chat, forum chat going on as well, with some lore and insights on some of the races, the orcs, trolls and humans. and how the winter festival has been going on and what's happening in there. It's not in-game everything of that, but it's pretty nice and lore the staff told us, and sure, the developers showed via Discord. It's pretty nice. Go check it out on the Discord channel. There's a Snowbound conversion group forum,
My
different
vision
languages as
pervades
well,
all shadows. My gaze
and go
is
head over to that
omnipresent.
and check it out. I will be back in a couple of minutes, getting something to drink, and be right back, everyone. Bye. See you in a couple of minutes. So everyone, I'm back. Let's head into the next session. The first few comments that are happening next will be part of a small giveaway. Handing out a code real quick if anyone is interested. Just comment with a small comment in here and let me know your Discord tag, and I will be doing a raffle in a little bit. The first 5 comments will be part of the raffle and will be getting a chance at a redemption code. So, as I mentioned before my small break, we have the Snowbound Conversation event live. In this event, there's some quests that can be done, summoning the horn, summoning with a dice, complete horn summons, do some alliance commissions, complete some equipment forging, and consume some stamina. I can't finish the alliance part today because I do not have an alliance. I probably could. Oh, no, I can't get one because I don't have access to the shop. Yeah, now I remember why I don't have it. So yeah, no chance. Okay. So let's do some more. Let's go do some forging here.
My vision
A
pervades
good,
all
nice change
shadows.
they did
My
on the
gaze is
forging part is in the original version you could only go up to 10 pieces of forging. In this version you can go up to 50. So that's a pretty good change if you have been a hardcore farming player and collected lots of the tempering sands and the ore.
I'm the chosen one. What's your
You only
code?
could do 10 stacks, now we can do 50 stacks, and that's pretty good change, and I really appreciate that. That's some weird RNG, only 4 fire runes and 50 batch, but that's okay. Only 4 again.
In the
That's
expanse of
strange
time,
RNG.
I made but a single mistake, and now the whole
There
world
are some
pays
more.
the price.
Okay. So we've done the test quest part with the forging. We will be doing some more stamina. I have not done all dungeons yet on this test server account. But we will be doing a quick Harvey run here. with the Necrosis team. It's a pretty good lineup. It's not set up very well for the stun. You will see Pegasus is probably going to die before the dungeon is over, but the rest of the team will stand its ground. The Dark Lady from Tiamat is doing the highest damage at the beginning, because the one is it's not changed to the dragon form yet. She's taking some time, and she's not the best option for short fights. She's accelerating her damage, or excruciating, getting better with her damage. In longer fights, because of her dragon form. She's transformed into the dragon. She's getting much better. Let's do another one.
No evasion.
And let's do one more. So as I said before, this is a pretty good team you can use in any season, because it's a full squad of Necrosis heroes, and later on you would be swapping in Bernard in season 2, because she's even accelerating, or pushing Lilwana's damage even further. Centrella is already a good push for Lilwana's, and in the later seasons Bernard will be a good addition as well. And then it's going to be a tough decision whom to put away with, because you can only take 5 heroes, and that's going to be a tough one. But yeah, maybe put Lilas back again as a tank unit in the front. That's a viable solution. Nochmal für meine deutschen Zuhörer. Das Team, was ich gerade gezeigt habe mit den Beschwörerhelden, ist ein Team, was ihr theoretisch in jeder Saison benutzen könnt, weil es halt aus Einheitlichen besteht. Aus einem einheitlichen Affinity besteht, also alles ein großes Helden mit Summon. Und in Season 2 kommt dann noch Bernard dazu, eine super Unterstützung für Lilwanis, um ihren Damage zu erhöhen. Und dann wird es langsam schwierig zu sagen, okay, wen lasse ich drin, wen nehme ich raus, weil man kann leider nur 5 Helden mitnehmen, und das ist eine Entscheidung, die man dann später treffen werden muss. Und unter Umständen nimmt man dann Silas wieder in die Front Row, also als Frontläufer, als Tank. Aber das ist dann eine Geschichte, die muss jeder für sich selbst entscheiden in dem Moment, wo es dann soweit ist. Okay, let's collect the reward here, and I'm going to show you the shop real quick. That's an exchange shop. We can use that, but we can't buy. Maybe with a workaround we can buy some alliance parts as well. So we can get 5 Heliolite dice in this set. There's chance for 15 Starlight Stone dice as well. That's okay. The Auric tokens can be redeemed in the Auric one that's not live at the moment. Done some weeklies here. Okay. And yes, you are seeing, you're not going crazy. This is just one row of rewards in the Walker's Trial pass. Just one row because we are not able to purchase those on the test server, so they are not being shown. Because we do not have access to the cash store in here. And that's why there's no alliance. I could say want to create one, but it says, oh wait a second. No special characters. I don't know which one. Test. Oh, okay, I can buy it here. That's good. Let's get that one. And then we can do the commission part. Do some donations. And then we can get the final.
The supreme Tiamat.
Reward for the snowbound conversion. And get some experience for this as well. It's a good Kelsier rating for the bottom row. And yes, I'm season 1 ranking, but I've joined pretty much at the end, and the test server has not been reset recently, so there's not much going on. There are some players on, but not, oh, well, quite some actually, but not very active it seems. I did a couple tests the last couple of days to set up this the stream, preparing some of the teams and testing a little bit around for some combinations of viable teams that I knew would be working and that I showed you earlier. So yeah, that's about that part. Let's do some arena here real quick. I haven't done any arena yet. As you can see, I'm still 10,000 plus and no one has done anything yet. So let's play some arena with the, oh, it could go Dauntless, but I'm going with the Necrosis team. We pick us as the front runner. Actually doesn't really matter. While I'm talking about arena, very good and nice addition they have done is the Blade tournament. Because I was pretty busy today, I totally forgot about the betting part. And haven't checked on my live server yet what's going on there in any case. So yeah, it will be done when the stream is over, and I'm gonna show you check my live server later. Can't swap over right now because it's a bit complicated with the login and the test server login. And I can have both versions running at the same time. I can have them both on the laptop and use them separately, but sometimes it's a bit tricky to use it both at the same time. Now this team is just rushing through the opponents here because those are bots. The team is fully talented, almost full I5, and yes, it has quite some Affinity solvent as well. It's not fully stacked, but got quite some in it. But there's not much earning right now. We've got like, I don't know, 999,000 at the start, but it's not enough to set up the whole Affinity tree. Oh, done 3 dungeons. Estelle is a pretty nice healer in Season 1 as well, and she might even be helpful in some of the Affinity dungeons, but she's only granting debuff immunity to 1 ally. And not all of them, so that's why I did not use her. But she's been pushed in between. She was pretty down, not used at all in the original version of the game, but she's got a nice workover for the new Season 1 they made in the old version, and with the Reborn I think she's still having those skills the same way. So yeah, anyone interested in getting a redemption code, just leave a comment in the chat, and I'll be doing a small giveaway raffle in a little bit. The first 5 to comment will be eligible for the giveaway. Just leave a small comment and I will take care of that. Maybe even give out some more codes to those around. If anyone is still interested in a code. It's going pretty good. Let's check just really quick on Discord. Can't promote my stream in the official Discord, but that's okay. Because we have some rules there, and as head moderator, I cannot promote myself either. But anyone feel free to say, hey, go check him out. But I'm not doing any self-promotion because that wouldn't be fair to any other creator. That's where we have the dedicated channels for the videos as well as for the live streams in the content creator section. I could refer to that, but yeah, I'm not doing that either. It's like I said, it wouldn't be fair. to do some self-promotion here. So let's do one more. If you would be wondering, the sound is a little bit tricky today. Don't know really why, but so let's continue with this storming the rankings. 2 more fights to go for now. And like I said, this team is pretty straightforward, pretty damage based, and like I said, it's a viable team for later seasons as well. It's not a PvP orientated team, but Tiamat, especially with her Supreme Crown, is a pretty nasty opponent. Enemies affected by debuffs continuously lose HP. And for each type of debuff, so each individual type of debuff, not a stack of, let's exaggerate, 40 poison, 50 poison, 100 poison. That's not counting, but each individual. So defense down, attack penalty, poison, burn, frost, and all kinds of buff prohibition, healing prohibition, etc. Is counting toward this and is reducing, is taking damage based on 20% of the attack of the Dark Lady. So you can build her with accuracy, or you can build her with high attack to trigger this even further. She's applying debuffs as well, buff prohibition and attack penalty, so there are already 2 debuffs possible. That's why I've built her with accuracy and some attack. She could go higher with attack if I would be doing some more tempering, etc. I could use an attack glove instead of a crit rate glove, but I wanted her to do some damage with her ultimate as well. So that's why she's set up this way. It's not a perfect way to set her up, I admit, but it's kind of a middle way between full damage or taking her crown as the damage part. A couple of others might disagree with the way I'm playing her, but that would be the way I would set her up probably on the live server as well. Each to their own, I guess, but like I said, this is not the perfect lineup for her or the perfect gear setup, but it's doing what it's supposed to do on the test server. Okay, enough of this one. Let's collect this very quick. Okay. So like I said, we had the Blade Colosseum final this weekend on the test server. I won, but the other ones didn't really set up teams anyway, and there was not much activity going on the test server, and I've been crowned winner after the Swiss round already, because there only was 2 opponents or 3 opponents like that, and I got forfeit and bots on this test server. So yeah, but it was actually a pretty decent team I've drawn here. And yeah, on the live server itself, I forgot to do the testing. So that's another Torn copy. He's a pretty good healer, and he's free in Season 1 as well, as you just saw. He's healing the ally with the lowest HP by his by target's max HP, not his own, but by the target's own HP, and Enlightenment of Torren. He's healing the marked allies as well. Marking is done by the passive. With marking and enhancing the first ally in front of him, so you can put like him behind the tank in the same row. The tank gets the mark. And if you build a Torren with high HP and defense, that's covering pretty good for the tank. But sometimes can be a little bit tricky. On the ultimate skill, he's granting invisibility to all allies for 10 seconds, all except the marked enemy. And with this in mind, you can set up some nice counter teams versus the Grave of Rot as well. I've covered that in a different video already, if I'm not mistaken. Either it's already on my channel, or I will be doing that later on, but that's a pretty good counter part. Because you can counter the Grave of Rot swallow skill if every hero on the battlefield is invisible, because then he's not swallowing anyone and not healing. And that's a pretty good counter. You can use Thea as well on that part, or you can swap between them two to keep invisibility active all the time. So let's finish the arena real quick. Can't do the other 2 arenas because season is over. Unfortunately, I had no chance to participate at all, but it's okay. Usually in season 1, on the old, no, not in the old one, in the season 1 before the Dark Lady joined the fight, it was quite almost all teams using the Frost heroes with Fitar and execution skill. It's a pretty good lineup as well, and All-Star with his fast hits. Let's see if we can reach top 1 with those tokens. I'm not sure if it's enough to get them, but we will find out. yeah, for those joining late into the video, the Affinity dungeon runs I've done earlier in the first hour of the stream will be going live as separate videos in the next couple days as well. I need to refine them a little bit and readjust some parts and extract the core infos. And the whole live stream will be available afterwards anyways as well. Maybe that's even faster than the video adjustments. And I will be doing them for sure as separate videos, just to have them for you as well.
My blade is...
One more fight for getting below top 500 and getting another reward.
I heard this...
Yep, let's get the reward here. Top 1000 and below 500. And we get another few tokens so we can continue reaching the top spot here. So no one's commenting for the giveaway. That leaves me to keep them for later. Probably gonna go do a quiz on the Discord then tomorrow evening, while we going to be watching some NFL and be doing some giveaway during that as well, I guess. Yeah, we're approaching the top 100 spots here. Let's head into one more. Let's get the ranking rewards, top 200. Top 100, another 5 PvP tickets, Grand Gladiator Arena, so we can reach the next stages. Don't forget the Creator Bond event is still live till Tuesday. Would be happy if you use my code and join the bond. Next bond is coming up probably shortly after. And in the third round now, they've adjusted the way the codes are given out. Each one that's bonding with us as creators is getting the bond reward via in-game distribution instead of having to use it or give it as creators to you guys manually. So that's a pretty nice change. when there was a necessary change and much needed change, because some of the creators got like 15,000 to 20,000 codes in the first creator bond session that has been done, and that was a huge load of work to be done, and doing that manually was just crazy. So that was a really, really good adjustment by the officials for us as creators, and helped a lot to helps a lot to give back to the correct followers. So because we did not see who was bonding with us, yes, of course, some of those that have been bonding with us, we knew who it is because they are some of our key followers, and we're very, very happy for each one that's bonding with us. But we wanted to give back to the correct persons, and because we could not see it, it was a little bit unfair to those that supported us. So yeah, that was the top 1 ranking here. Let's get the milestones really quick collected. Top 30, top 20, top 10 grants the title, Wavebreaker, and the top 1 spot as well is collected. Let's head into the Kelsier, because getting to top 1 grants you some Kelsier ranking as well. Top 500, top 400, 300, 200, top 100, top 50, and so on. 20, 15, 10, 15 nodes, top 3, and top 2 and top 1. It's always a little bit tricky to get those if you are not a huge whale on your server, or if your alliance is not helping. A good trick to do so is doing that on the days very early on when the limit breaking is exceeded. With the limit breaking, I mean the resonance level, like the cap from 59 to 79, or from 79 to 100. Because if you are active or awake on reset, you have a good chance to go level breaking and reaching the higher tiers, so you've got an advantage in the arena versus those that do not have reached that part yet. It's not opening here, okay. Nope, not opening, okay. Nothing in here, because we don't
Gold is the only
need
color that can represent my
put
status.
sets in here. I will be covering that in a different video, what is a good solution to put in, but not in this stream, maybe another one. Yeah, so that was my arena goal, reached that as well. Can do the last 7 as a quick fight. There won't be any challenger. Oh yeah, the Pillar of Trial, I haven't done that either. I will be covering that maybe next week or so in a different stream. I don't know yet what's going to happen next. I'm just happy that I did my 2nd stream today, and it was a really nice experience once more. pretty exhausting, but I enjoy doing this. It's a different kind of entertainment. I will be splitting some of my videos of the video later on into different pieces to cover the Affinity dungeon. As I said before, I will be doing those and will be extracting them from the stream and we'll be uploading them separately, a little bit reworked and remastered, so to say, in my typical video style. And we will be uploading them the next couple of days. I don't know when I will be ready with those, but I hope maybe on Monday. But I don't know yet. Let's do some horn summoning. By the way, what you are selecting is not really affecting how you roll, but it's giving you a little bit more chance to get a hero of that choosing. But as you will see, this one is melee. We have selected necrosis and wild as well, but this one is neither of those two. This is something else, so yeah. Okay, there's one that has commented for the giveaway, so to say. And I said I'm going to do a giveaway. So just to show you how the giveaway is working, I'll be doing this real quick. This is the webpage I'm using for this. I'm typing in one of the names. And then I'm just going to spin the wheel real quick. And congratulations, Manuel. I will be sending you one of the codes I have via DM. Just wanted to use this in the stream, so it's not wasted effort to have this set up. He's already in my DM. I will be giving him his code really quick and be right with you. There. Okay, there you go. Code sent into your DMs. Have fun with it. Let me know if everything worked out. Herzlichen Glückwunsch, Manuel. Als einziger, der kommentiert hat, kriegst du jetzt natürlich auch noch einen Code von mir dazu. Und es war ganz nett, auch mal das kleine Gimmick mit dem Glücksrad zu benutzen. The Wheel of Fortune, so to say. Would not let that pass here and do it in the stream. So let's run some Pillar of Wildfire real quick here as the final tasks. It's the fire and poison dungeon, so you can only use those heroes, as you can see. And I'm going to use this team. There's no real healer inside, so we will see if this is even working. It's with Ganda as tank, Twitch for some damage and poison damage with high enlightenment, good attack, Durango for some witches remains, Rata with the puppeteer set and pretty fast with some skill haste and the hourglass. Oh no skill haste but hourglass, and Lothair with some decent attack and an enlightenment. So let's see how this is working out. I haven't tested this one yet, but it's stage 1, so this shouldn't be much of a problem. There's no timer set yet. And actually I'm not sure if I've leveled up their skills. We'll check that later. Okay, that's working. At least on this stage. I'm not sure if it's working on the final stages. I want to see about that. So they are talented at least, and let's see if their skills are set as well. I'm not sure. Erkanda has, Lothair has, Rata, Durango. Okay, let's see if I still got some inspirations I could put up. No.
My blade is right.
And that final boss. Come to times 3, because time 3 is only unlocked after having cleared this stage once. Time 3 speed, I mean. Next stage real quick as well. And the opponents here are all poison heroes with Twitch and Eli and Lorari in round 1, Hexandra, Nutera and Yathalea on stage 2, and some poison elements and the Pillar Warden, Wildfire. Going to cover that in a different video. That one was pretty fast forward as well. That's the third stage. Those vials I will show you after the run are pretty important on the live servers, and this one is still the test server, so that's why I'm having all those inspirations. My real account, as you all know, is not as stacked. Most of my videos are done on my live account, opposing to the live stream I'm doing today. I did last week too. maybe the next stream will be live again, I'm not sure yet, but testing around and showing different stuff is much easier on the test server because we have almost everything we need. I had to farm the orbits for the mythic talents, also for talent row 5 and 6. We do not have those on the test server. Those sacred oils are very important for the live server to enhance your stats even further, like this one. Let's take this one. It's granting you more damage. I'm going to show you how to use it really quick, but I already have a video up on this on my channel and explained why this is really, really important. So you can go to upgrade, temper, and say, for example, let's take this one, enlightenment. You want to push it, and then you get 2 more. 2 is pretty low in this case, because this purple flask has the chance of granting +2 to +8 on your enlightenment. So this one was a high roll, max roll actually, and it's the same you can do, like let's say for example on his chest with the attack, +1% to +4%, and that's pretty nice to get your gear even better. And squeeze in some more min-maxing with the stats.
My blade.
I actually like this. It's not well set up, I think, because with some timers it could probably be a little bit better, but poison is stacking quite good. The boss wasn't the main target of the poison appliers because there were the 2 elementals before. So now we've got some more drops. First we had the tempering fluids of stage of the lower part, the sacred oil like here, and with legendary is there as well. And a good example in this one, the lower one is granting 1 to 4 attack bonus, and the medium one is granting 2 to 6, and the higher ones are granting even more. I don't know if we can see this tonight, but I will test around and show you. What time do we have? That's 20 minutes till 11 PM. Okay, just a couple more minutes, and then I'm probably gonna finish up on this stream, and we'll be heading to bed before the kids wake up too early in the morning. Usually are up around between 4:30 and 5 the last couple of days, but it's okay. It happens sometimes. Not 4:30 and 5, 5:30 and 6. But still pretty
My
early.
blade is
So still working pretty good in this team. Damage is okay. With Raitar in the team, the damage of the opponent is decreased anyways, so that's a pretty handy unit. Let's do one more. I don't know if we will be getting one of the mythic flasks here. We will see, and I will show you can see Twitch and Durango are the high damage dealers on this part of the fights, because they are fast AoE dealing damage, and Lothair is not getting enough hits at the moment. But you see one hit and he's getting quite good. I can still buy 2, so let's go to stage 9 and 10 and see if we can get the mythic ones as well.
My blade is
This dungeon run dropped us some mythics, so I'm going to show you the increase here as well. So not that one, on that one. The last one was 2 to 6, and now we're 4 to 8% increase, and this one is the highest flask we have. So this is pretty good, because 6% more or 8% more attack is pretty good. Don't know why these are not stacked, but that's not how it's working. You can get resistance as well as enlightenment, so all those important sub-stats can be pushed. And yeah, that's how this is done. So there's 12 stages total. And yeah, let's hit the ropes for today. Thanks everyone for watching my live stream. I will be back probably next week, and I can't guarantee it. We'll be posting some videos of the stream with the Affinity dungeons that I've been running in the first hour, and we'll be doing the extracts of the dungeons in the next couple of days. Don't know if I'll be able to do it tonight or tomorrow, but there will be some videos that I'm going to get out of this stream as well, and we'll be posting separately, so you can rewatch the Affinity dungeons, and there will be online on the channel later on. So thanks everyone, and have a great evening. Bye.